Hey everybody, I'm here with Casey Goss. He is the founder and owner of Viral Launch, one of the best platforms to do product research on. He's going to talk to us today about how to do a product launch properly on Amazon and how to get ranked on the first page, and also tell us a little bit about his story because he has the coolest story ever. I was talking to him last night. This guy's 21.
Yeah, it started when I was 21.
You started when he was 21.
25 now, yeah.
21, broke, completely broke, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What, you couldn't pay the electricity bill?
Yeah, my brother, he's a couple years younger than me. We moved to Indiana right after my mom was evicted and had her car repossessed. We moved to Indiana off of money he had saved delivering pizzas. And so he was working construction. We didn't really have enough money for heat, so I couldn't type. And so I looked up how to keep your hands warm when you're trying to type. And the suggestion was to get some old socks, cut some holes in them, and put your hands in there. It actually worked well. So yeah, I coded the original Viral Launch platform with socks on my hands, winter coat on, candlelight. Yeah, and in this cold apartment in Indiana.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Dude, this guy knows how to hustle, and so much respect for him. So could you tell us a little bit about launching a product and what you should actually be doing to get on that, to get ranked?
So maybe first a little context as to Viral Launch and what we've done. So we've run over 30,000 product launches, worked with over 8,000 brands, and these brands range from people just looking to get started on Amazon to last year our largest private label client did over 100 million on Amazon alone.
Just a little bit jealous.
Yeah, and we're also now working with some like Fortune 1000, Fortune 100 brands. So we have like a really solid breadth of who we're working with to understand what works, what doesn't, what hurdles are people having, what is causing people to fail in their businesses, essentially. So yeah, we're looking at the product launch. There's a lot of things here. I think one thing to be cognizant of throughout the entirety of your selling journey is that there's so much opportunity ahead of you, and you need to be making the decisions that are going to lead to the highest ROI at any given point. So we see so many people that are like, oh, I know this product isn't going to be that great, but I just want to learn, so I'm going to do it. And the thing is like you're missing out on so much opportunity by like going that approach. Like you can get started in an easy market where you are going to have a really good ROI, assuming you do things well. Right off the bat. And so it's like there's so much opportunity. Don't waste your time on things that are not going to allow you to seize that.
That's amen. There's a lot of great opportunities out there. Don't pick something, just be like, I'm just going to try this. Just try it. Don't do that, please.
Yeah, and you're just going to have a bad experience, and then maybe, not want to sell on Amazon anymore, feel like there's not much opportunity, but there is still so much opportunity. So there's that. Another thing is, so one tip that we always give, the hack is that there are no hacks. The hack is that you have to do everything well, no cutting corners. So we see so many people that try to skimp on their photos, try to skimp on like doing their keyword research or writing a listing. And it's like the core things to driving success on Amazon: great product at a great price, great photos, great listing, and then just being willing to spend money to make money. And spend money to make money is all relative, right? So like in a high volume market where you're making $1 million a month off of a single ASIN, being aggressive is maybe spending $500,000 in marketing. Yeah. But in a market where you are selling $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, being aggressive, if it's low competition, could literally mean $1,000 in marketing expenses, maybe even less. And so you need to find the market that like fits your like business goals and your budget.
So let's assume we've got all that. I got good pictures. I figured that out. What's the next step here?
So the number one thing that Amazon takes into account when ranking products on Amazon is sales. So if a product is selling, it's ranking, which then theoretically is driving more ranking or more sales, which drives more ranking. But so the two things are, how does a search happen? So if someone searches fish oil and then they buy your fish oil, that's a vote of relevance. But Amazon also pays attention to the content of the listing. So, what keywords are in the title, what keywords are in the bullet points, how are they contained within the title, how are they contained within, the rest of the listing. So every sale that goes through your listing, even if there was no keyword at the time of purchase, still boosts keyword ranking for all the keywords in your listing. And this is one reason why having an optimized listing is so important.
And one really cool thing we've learned today here at the Just One Dime Summit is that when you do PPC and you actually get a sale for a certain keyword, you actually get that keyword attributed to your specific listing. So if I'm selling, iPhone chargers and I get a sale for iPhone 7 chargers, next time I'm going to rank a little bit higher for iPhone 7 chargers. So if you continue to do that, you'll continue to rank higher for those specific keywords that you run your PPC on, which is a really cool tip I didn't know.
Nice. So what we've been doing at Bar Launch is essentially we are a fast track to getting your product ranking very quickly. So what this means is, let's say you are selling a fish oil. I use fish oil because it's a bad product.
Don't use fish oil.
Yeah. So anyways, let's say you have a fish oil and you're looking to get to page 1 very fast so that you can start driving additional eyeballs to your page, drive additional sales. So you come to Bar Launch, we will look at your product, we'll look at your market, and we'll tell you how many units you need to sell at a discount. So again, sales drive ranking, and right now Amazon does not care if the sale is at 90% off or full price. And so what we do is we drive these promotional sales to your listing to help you drive keyword ranking. So the process looks essentially like, okay, you're selling a fish oil, let's say you need to sell, your top competitors are selling 20 units per day. So in order to outrank them, you need to also sell 20 units per day. So to show Amazon you're just as relevant for this word fish oil. So you come to Bar Launch, and so Amazon tracks sales history. So they understand over the last 7 days how have you been selling, over the last 30 days how have you been selling, to help position you in the rank. So
another thing we learned this week is that sales rank is not just a point in time. Okay, sales rank trails, 4 weeks. I've even heard 6 to 8 weeks. So if you've been selling good for 3 days, that matters, but it doesn't matter because it's a 4 week, maybe even 6 or 8 week trailing history. And I've seen the sales rank for my product get better. Okay, it's been on the market now for about 6 weeks, and the sales rank has generally improved even though sales aren't much, they're a little bit better than when it launched. Yeah. Just because it has that sales history. So that's something you guys need to know.
So so there's 2 things here. One, we are not trying to boost your bestseller rank. Bestseller rank is just an indicator of past sales. What we are trying to boost is your keyword ranking. So when someone searches fish oil, you want to be right there on that front page so that people can find your product and they're going to buy. And so so sales history actually for keyword ranking can go back, I believe as much as 6 months, a year, maybe even further. But it's weighted less heavily. More recent sales. So anyways, we'll run this promotion giving away 20 units per day, let's say, for 7 days, a minimum of 7 days, because Amazon tracks sales history in these buckets. One of the buckets is the 7-day sales history. So we make sure that we satisfy that. And so to give 20 units away at 90% off or somewhere around there for 7 days, and usually day 3, day 5, you'll end up on page 1 or maybe top of page 2, and then right around that 7-day period, you'll start to really find yourself ranking really well on page 1 for that keyword, assuming that we gave away enough units, you have that keyword in your title. But basically it's a fast track to getting ranking for any keyword.
So if you guys want to see, I did an interview with the seller selling 25K a month on Amazon, and he goes through his full process, including getting reviews, optimizing your listing, all that stuff. I'll put a link to that right now. But this is really covering the critical part, which is getting to page 1. Okay, you need to get there, or you're never gonna make any money.
So for literally any keyword on Amazon, we can rank you, pretty much every single keyword on Amazon, we can rank you page 1.
Just don't choose fish oil.
Yeah, it's really just
garlic
a function
press,
of money.
Don't choose any of that.
Yeah, no garlic press, no fish oil, no grill gloves, no grill brush. Like we've seen it, we still continue to see it. No Garcinia Cambogia, no turmeric, but you can still drive ranking.
My product either, don't get in on that one, okay? We don't need any more competition.
Do you show people what you...
No, I don't. I don't.
So anyways, you should definitely be picking markets where you can be aggressive in the market. So being aggressive, like I said, could mean $500 of marketing budget, could be less, but in some markets it could mean $1 million.
So what this means is you need to have some money set aside to do PPC and giveaways before you can't just go into market and say I have exactly 3K, I'm gonna send 3K on my first product. And then I have nothing left. I'm like, okay, if this doesn't sell, nothing I can do. You can't do that.
And the trick is to pick markets where, let's say you have a $3,000 budget, pick a market where you only need $1,500 of inventory, $2,000 on inventory, so that you have that other $1,000. Because what we see happen is you spend $3,000 on inventory, and then it just sits in Amazon. It's not selling because you can't run PPC, you can't, run promotions or run at a lower price point to get your ranking up. So
that's so key. So if you want to check out the full thing on how to do product launches, and this is specifically getting ranked, okay, such a valuable tool. I'll have a link first to his tool in the description, obviously, so you can take a look at it. Is there anything else you'd like to comment on?
No, just make sure the hack is that there's no hacks, do everything well, no cutting corners, and it will pay off tremendously. And just be willing to be aggressive. And sometimes, you know, I'm biased, so viral launch is not always the answer.
Biased,
yeah,
maybe.
very biased, but viral launch is not always the answer. If you're in very low competition markets, just with PPC, just with a low price, you can, in a well-optimized listing, you can drive ranking.
So let me tell you guys, I launched my product, I had no clue what I was doing. My first product, you wanna hear my super awesome launch strategy? I didn't have one, okay? I did a little bit of PPC, I did 0 giveaways, I did 0 I did like things to get reviews. But I'm still making that $700, maybe $1,000 a month profit now.
Nice.
Because it's such a small market, okay? I picked, honestly, 2 small markets, a mistake I made, but it's so small and I have like a better product for this niche, okay? I'm already Amazon's choice for this specific long tail keywords. And so you're right, you don't need to do this for every product, but if you're trying to get into those more competitive products where you're going to be selling more than I'm selling, like this is
yeah.